Hello, welcome to our series on modal verbs. Today I'm going to talk to you about necessity, advice and duty. We also use a modal verb when there is a need to do something. We express our own opinion. We decide what is necessary ourselves. Such verbs include must, should, ought to. Note that in the negative we use don't need to or don't have to. Be careful. Mustn't means it's forbidden. When it's a question of advice or duty, we can use had better as well as should. When we make a decision ourselves as to what is necessary, we use the word must. For example, he mustn't keep asking me for a lift. He should buy his own car. I really think you must stop now. Otherwise, you'll lose concentration. You shouldn't take a taxi at this time of night. It's not safe. I'll drive you home. The word must can be used when we're referring to something objective or impersonal. For example, your card must be validated before it will work. The word must can help us express either an order or simply advice. For example, all bags must be screened before you proceed to the gate. You and I must meet for a coffee sometime. It's been ages since we talked. When we want to express a need that somebody else has determined, we can use the words have to. For example, we have to sign in before entering the building. In the past tense, must will change to had to, since modal verbs do not have past tenses. For example, I had to change trains in Lyon before taking the express train to Marseille. In the present tense, I must change trains in Lyon before taking the express train to Marseille. This also applies to other tenses, for example, the future. I'll have to change some money at the airport before I take a taxi to the hotel. Let's now look at things that are not necessary. When there is no obligation to do something, we can use phrases such as needn't, don't need to, or don't have to. Now, here is a subtle difference between needn't and don't need to. We tend to use needn't when we ourselves make the decision. For example, you needn't worry, I'll be fine. However, if someone else makes that decision, then we favour the use of don't have to or don't need to. For example, we don't have to show our passports when we cross from Belgium into France. We don't need to sign those papers because they already have our permission in writing. If we want to use the past tense, there are various forms. Don't have to, don't need to, or needn't have. This last one takes on the meaning of having done something that was not necessary. For example, you needn't have bought us that bottle of wine, but thank you all the same. We have plenty of wine here. He didn't have to sign in, but he did anyway. You didn't need to buy a ticket. They're now giving them away free of charge. Now, after considering the issue of necessity, let's turn to duty and advice. When we want to convey our feelings about what is right or wrong, we use should and ought to. In the past tense, these verbs are formed like this: should have, ought to have. I ought to have paid him a visit. You shouldn't have bothered. When we're seeking advice from someone, we can use shall, should, or ought to. What should we do? Go to the cinema or to the theatre? Do you think we should send them a thank you letter? We use some modal verbs to express advice or necessity. For example, I wouldn't buy that one if I were you. You'd better leave now, otherwise you'll miss the last bus. All guests should vacate their rooms by 11 o'clock on the day of departure. ID cards are to be carried at all times. Read the following sentences and decide either to use the verb must or have, making the correct grammatical form. Number 1. This mathematical problem is so difficult to solve. You be an Einstein to work it out. Use the verb have to. You'd have to be an Einstein to work it out. Number 2. We a taxi because our car was locked inside the car park overnight. Use the verb had to take. We had to take a taxi because our car was locked inside the car park overnight. Number 3. She really show me how to do that card trick. Use the verb must. She really must show me how to do that card trick. Number 4. I turned down the contract because it would have meant to work 6 days a week. Use the verb having. I turned down the contract because it would have meant having to work 6 days a week. Number 5. In the last few months to reduce our outgoings because of the financial crisis. Use the verb have had. In the last few months, we have had to reduce our outgoings because of the financial crisis. Number 6. You let me buy you another drink. Use the verb must. You must let me buy you another drink. Number 7. The way he was driving the car, he been drunk. Use the verb must have. The way he was driving the car, he must have been drunk. Number 8. Everyone, be more careful in future when they go shopping. Use the verb will have to. Everyone will have to be more careful in future when they go shopping. Number 9. I buy a replacement because my neighbour had a spare cylinder for the vacuum cleaner. Use the verb didn't have to. I didn't have to buy a replacement because my neighbour had a spare cylinder for the vacuum cleaner. Number 10. It have been her you saw. She's away on holiday. Use the verb mustn't. It mustn't have been her you saw. She's away on holiday.
Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. Don't forget to pass it on, place a like, and turn on your notifications.